feeling guilty because you are joyous. Are you aware of this or not? How many of you are aware of that? Like I was talking about this feeling of inherent mistrust. Oh, this is too good. I'm not worried about anything. Shit, I have to look. Then they look for something what they can be worried about. Yes or no? Supreme problem creator. In bliss, you are not egotistical. Bliss washes away. Have you ever been really joyous and then somebody came to you and asked for something? You say, yes, no problem, take it. Yes or no? And when you are in just really irritated and somebody just asks for a pen, it's like, have your own one. I need space right now. Yes or no? So we have to not confuse the happiness of the ego. Yes, the happiness of the ego has opposite of unhappiness. The bliss of being, with all great masters talked about, that joy of heaven, yes, this eternal joy, that is not a location, it's a state of consciousness. Heaven is always spoken of as what? An eternally joyous place, yes or no? Yes, in every tradition, heaven is spoken of as an eternally joyous place. It is not a place, it is a state of consciousness. And in that joy, tears are included. That joy does not have opposite. Tears are included in it. Yes? Sometimes little sadness is included in it. Clear? Sometimes you feel just more, sometimes more. Your heart is filled with pain. But that pain is not closing you down. Yes, it's not suffering, it's just pain of the world. Like sometimes you might, that compassion, yes, it percolates as compassion. When you see the suffering in the world or you find out how people are, yes, you open your heart and then people go through their challenges and sometimes you hear about that and you know that, okay, this person will suffer now. And because you know where they are, their consciousness state is, and you know, even if you're telling them, you know that that's not going to happen and they're going to suffer. And so you feel the pain. But that joy includes that. So this joy is not ignorant. This bliss is not ignorant. Like the happiness, we find this immature happiness of the ego, it has to dumb itself down. It has to be ignorant at the grossest level. So we find at that level, it's like, you know, you see sometimes like college people. Have you seen college freshmen, yes or no? How many of you? Like when they travel together in a herd. Have you seen this? This herd. And if they are on a public transport or anything, they're just loud and they're just totally oblivious and inconsiderate of anybody else's state. They don't care about, because they are having a good time and that's all they are concerned about. Are you aware of this or not? That's not bliss. That is unhappiness disguised as happiness. It's preparation of unhappiness. Clear? It's unhappiness disguised as happiness. Like you see arrogant people. How many of you meet arrogant people? Yes, so this arrogant people is what? Is deep insecurity with a mask of overconfidence. Most people have that. A lot of people have this type A personality disorder. Yes? This is deeply insecure person masquerading as an overconfident person. So you find a type A, when you go close to them, they are very afraid. Yes or no? They get deeply insecure. Clear? So the bliss that we are experiencing is not a denial of any aspect of life. It opens up our capacity to be with the whole of life. The bliss of being. Yes? So you can have the space for pain, but within that you don't have to create that melodrama. You don't feel compelled to create a whole story. Yes or no? That pain, you can honor that pain, but you don't feel guilty that you are not all melodramatic about it. Yes? Are you aware of what I'm saying? You don't have to be whole melodramatic. It's okay, it's pain, it's an experience, that's all it is. Yes or no? It's an experience. And there is still that inherently, that ocean of bliss remains there. The ocean of bliss remains there. No experience is able to overshadow completely the ocean of bliss.